I'm not quite sure how to intro this video, but hi everyone. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about the time I got bullied in middle school. So I was in 6th grade. I suffered with acne and I had braces. I was very shy and quiet, and I'm still pretty shy and quiet. And looking back, that gave kids a reason to pick on me because they knew I wasn't going to defend myself. I tried to make friends, and all the friends that I would make, they would turn their back on me, and I was pretty much a loner. I just felt like I was being judged all the time. Through the hallways, people would just stare at me and talk about me, and people would make up rumors about me. People would throw food at me. The very first memory of middle school, I was 2 weeks into middle school, and I made a couple of friends. They weren't the best influence. I chose horrible friends, and I think that was out of desperation of wanting to make friends because I was always kind of a loner. I didn't really have anybody, and I remember they prank called me a couple times, and they told me to go kill myself, and they told me that I wasn't worth anything, and they were laughing in the background of all the voicemails that they would leave me. And that really broke my heart. Ever since that day, I decided that I was no longer gonna try to make friends because every friend that I had in my life turned on me. I've realized that the people that I attract are just backstabbers, and I don't want negativity in my life. I don't want drama in my life. I just wanted a friend, a best friend that a lot of people have in their lives, and I never got that. So yeah, that's one thing that I've dealt with. Another situation that happened to me was, I guess a girl spread a rumor to this other girl that I was talking crap about her. And one day I was at lunch. I was sitting down outside, eating my food, minding my own business, and the girl comes up to me, the one that I was supposedly talking shit about. She comes up to me and she kicks a trash can that was right next to me, and she sits on the table where I'm eating, like as if she were a badass, and she starts raising her voice at me and just talking a whole lot of crap. And me being a 6th grader, me being a shy, quiet little girl that I was, I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. I was scared. She wanted to fight me, and I didn't want to fight. The whole school just gathered around that one table. To my left side, I saw 2 of my friends at the time just staring at me, waiting for me to defend myself. and they didn't even bother to step in and defend me. They didn't care if I got my ass beat. They didn't care. And I just walked away from the girl. I walked into the bathroom and I started crying. So, yeah, it was, God, I don't want to cry right now. I promised myself I wasn't gonna cry, but yeah. I told the teachers, I told some of my teachers, and I went to my counselor, and they didn't do anything about it. They didn't care at all. I would be scared to go to school every day. No child should, be scared to go to school every morning. I never wanted to go to school because I knew I was going to get bullied or something was gonna happen that was not good. Every day I would just come home from school crying and crying. My parents didn't understand. They would still force me to go to school, and I just hated it. I hated it so much. I never liked school because of that. And, because I was getting bullied, I couldn't really concentrate in school. I would get really bad grades because of everything going on in my life and in my head and all the stress that was caused. It was just a horrible, horrible time in my life, and oh my God. I remember for a whole week I didn't go to school because I was sick. I had the flu. This was in middle school. I was still in 6th grade. And after I got better, I went to school, and this girl came up to me and she told me that if I heard about the rumor, and I said no. And she was like, well, there's a rumor going on and everyone is saying that you're a lesbian for another girl. And that girl was my best friend at the time. And that just really, really hurt me. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know what to say. It was just so shocking that these people in school would, say that about me. When I was in middle school, if you were a lesbian, people would make fun of you and they would look down upon you, and they would bully you, basically. Ever since that day, I never went back to school. I had to switch schools because of how bad everything affected me. It only took that rumor to make me switch schools, because I knew if I stayed in that school, things would just keep happening constantly. So just imagine if I would have stayed 7th and 8th grade. It would have been horrible, and I'm super glad that I switched schools. There was still like some bullying and some drama there, but it wasn't as bad as how it was at this public school. So I went to school at this charter school, 7th and 8th grade. After 8th grade, I became homeschooled just because I still couldn't focus in school. There was just a lot of distractions, and there was still drama, and I just decided that homeschooling was best for me. So I sat down with my parents one day and I told them that I wanted to be homeschooled. My parents weren't very supportive about that. They weren't very happy, about what I wanted to do, and they wanted me to stay in school, but I had to beg them to homeschool me. So I was homeschooled all throughout high school, and homeschooling was really a life changer for me because I started to get good grades. I was more focused. I had no drama in my life. I didn't really have friends, which was okay for me. I didn't mind. I've always liked to be by myself. I always liked to be, in my own space. Middle school, 6th grade specifically, just wasn't a good year for me at all. It was probably the worst year of my life. I didn't deserve that, and if you're going through a similar situation, you don't deserve it either. You don't deserve anything you get thrown at. And it's a cruel world, man. It sucks, but in the end, it only made me stronger. And it made me realize that most people don't really care about you. They only care about themselves. Now I'm 19 years old. I graduated high school. I'm doing so much better in my life. I don't feel worthless anymore. I don't feel insecure. I love myself. And I've grown tremendously, and I will never, ever let people treat me the way that these kids treated me. I will always defend myself. And I regret not defending myself as a kid. To whoever is going through this, you are not alone. There's so many people that love you, even if you don't think there is. I promise you there is. Whether it be your mom, your dad, your cousin, whoever it is, I'm sure there is someone that loves you. You can get through anything. Really, you can. You just have to, stay strong, keep going. Don't let anybody push you around. You'll get through whatever hardship, whatever obstacle. You will get through it. I promise that. And if you ever need someone to talk to, I will always be here. You can comment down below. I'll always respond. And yeah, I don't want you to feel alone in this world. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you stayed to this long, I appreciate you so much. And this video probably might not get viewed, but it feels good to open up and be free. Until next time, bye.